I prayed to know what my mission on earth was, and God answered, not with a loud voice, but with a door He can only open. By the end of this video, you will know the 3 questions that every God-led business owner should ask themselves before they move to the next step. I have been selling 3D prints for a long while now, and every time I do a sale, I wasn't always happy with the mine. There was something else that's making me happy, which is the peace that I get from serving somebody and from giving a good customer service to my clients. And there was something always telling me that I should be able to help people to do the same thing. I don't know how, but I pray for it. And God gave me an answer. Philippians chapter 4 verse 7 talk about the peace of God that transcends all understanding. I can't explain how 3D modeling appeals to me or makes me happy, gives me the peace, but I'm still trying to explain it and to help other people with it and to serve other people with it. So if I go wrong, please correct me in the comment section below. After getting my answers, I was filled with peace and happiness, and I wanted to give this to other people. So I broke it down into 3 questions. And the first question, to know your God and your mission, you have to ask yourself, what is always repeating in my life? What is coming back always in my life, as in me or in you? So when I asked myself this question, the thing that always stuck with me since I was a young kid was modeling, 3D printing, making things. And it always came back. It came back when I did my Blender animation. I was modeling. Before that, I used to do SolidWorks. I used to do Fusion 360, and it was just peace to do it. It was so easy. It was peace to do it, and I was so happy doing it. And it always came back. So to clear that doubt out, I went to God's word and I looked for something that explained it. And the only verse that explains it clearly is 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 33. God is not a God of disorder, but of peace. And that's what I'm having. Now, I'm always having peace when I create and make somebody else happy with what I created. The second question you should ask yourself is, what happened when I asked God? To know what should happen, you should ask first. So I asked God, that's what I did. I asked Him to show me the way of making something big or achieving something big through the skills that I have. I didn't get my answer right away, but I was kept in God's mind. After a while, I went on a training, and this training was in one of the biggest companies in a specific industry. And when I was there, someone important in that place asked me about building something for them. Or he didn't ask me directly, but he was explaining that he couldn't find someone to solve this problem for them. And where there's a problem, there's business, because business is solving something. And all of a sudden, this idea struck me of me solving the problem for this person through using 3D printing. And I'm not joking. I went home, I took the measurement of the model that they want me to replicate. I went home, I designed it on Fusion 360, and I went the next day and showed it. And they were amazed. Like, the skills that I had to do it was only in me in that area. I'm not saying, I'm not bragging about it that I know lots of skills, but that skill specifically, I was just getting trained on it, and it happened right away. That's the only skill that I need to figure out the model, to model out the model. I had to supply lots of models and prints to that big client. And that's when I stopped running behind things that are useless. Like, for example, creating, I have to do this, I have to do that. I stopped running, I stopped the hustle. I just gave my life to God, and He is the CEO of what I'm doing. It's growing slowly, it is patiently. I have lots of things to learn, but this is how I saw what was there for me. And the verse that is related to what happened there is Matthew chapter 7, verse 7. Ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find. So this verse explains a lot of what happened that day and how God answered my prayer. And it was just such a big achievement for me that I was so happy with it, and it was so clear and so visible right in front of my eyes after the entire thing was done. Now, the last question that you should ask yourself, did I actually pray and fast about the calling or the mission. Why am I saying this question? Why am I putting this question in? Because I'm guilty of something that I don't like most of the time, which is keeping things under my control. And it hasn't always been this way. So the answer for it is this question. My praying and fasting for the calling or the mission or the business or whatever that I am doing. So in order to be led or a God-led business, you have to allow God to lead your business. Very simple. And what I'm struggling with is to let go of the control. Even when I don't understand things, that's the hardest part. When you're not understanding and being in control of something, you tend to try to solve things on your own way, and you depend on your understanding. Which leads us to this verse. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 56. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your understanding. This is what happens when you lean on your understanding. Sometimes, like for example, for this video or for what I'm going to do next is to have people to try to build their business or God-led business. But the thing is, to be honest, sometimes I don't have or don't know what I should do. And after I heard that voice I told you in the first question, I am really not understanding things, but I'm letting go and trusting God on what I can do. So another example I can say where I trust God is in my Etsy shop, where I just built it. I did market research, but it wasn't that broad, but I found out some threads that need to be tied. And then I created the shop. I created some fountains that I uploaded on the shop. And to be honest, it was crazy how things started turning out and how it was working out for me. And it just took off. Not took off the way everybody wants it to take off, or like that big success that happened, but it took off and it worked, and it's working slowly, and I'm happy with it, with the point that I am right now in my life. And to be honest, I think the big wins doesn't happen overnight, and you don't want to be doing a big win out of nowhere with not having the foundation of your business or whatever you're called to do or whatever you're thinking of doing, because if not, it's gonna fall. In conclusion of this video, I would like from you to be generous enough to comment down below if this video helped you, and if you like this content that I'm doing, because it really makes me understand what you guys want from me and how you guys want things from me. I'm really excited for this journey, and I'm happy that you guys are joining me on it. It's gonna be lots of building, lots of creation, and lots of learning. So don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next